Basement Collective. Stay tuned for a 2,000 point competitive Warhammer 40k game pitting the Daemons versus Imperial Soup. Hey Basement Collective, thank you for checking out another battle report. Today we are doing a 2,000 point competitive ETC style test game for, I'm practicing for the Can Hammer team tournament. I am playing Corey versus his Dark Angel Custody Guardless, so a true Imperial mashup but without Gilliman or St. Celestine, so that's an interesting list. It is a take on a Dark Talon list with the Codex Dawn Eagle, their full support, but we'll check out the lists in a second. Wanted to do a few shouts out. First of all, thank you Adam from Greenleaf Terrain for this beautiful terrain you see, except for the refineries. I had to put that on the table. I know it looks a bit out of place, but Kevin and I are painting up some terrain for our GT coming up because I need a few more tables. So I'm proud of this, so I wanted to put that on the table just to show it off, you know, humble and all. But yes, also I wanted to give a big shout out to Hot Dice Miniatures. We bought these mats off them, but we love the mats, and the cool thing about these mats is they're double-sided, and I'm knocking over terrain as I show you. And these are of course on the most padded material. A few things before we do the battle report. We want to make sure if you're not registered for the TBMC, ITC, GT, LMNOP. Now we're running a 60-man 2-day tournament in Sudbury, Ontario, June 2nd and 3rd. As of the filming today, which is March the 9th, I think March the 9th, we have 17 spots remaining, actually 16 spots remaining because a local player paid. Sorry? Oh, it is April 8th, sorry, but it's fine. We have 17 spots remaining, so make sure you go check that out. Link will be in the description below. As well, we want to give a big shout out to our buddies down south in Buffalo, New York for the Beef and Wing Brawl. Now we're going to this for the first time this year. It'll be our first time going to the Beef and Wing Brawl, but we're excited for that. And there are a bunch of good guys. We met some of them at Adepticon, some of them at the Berry Bash. So make sure there'll be a link to their tournament in the description below, and that's actually the weekend after ours, so that would be June 9th and 10th. Yes, my math is correct. June 9th and 10th in Buffalo, New York. Cool thing they're doing though is they're not only doing a 40k GT, they're doing an Age of Sigmar GT as well as other tournaments. I think there's some X-Wing there, so make sure you check them out. We are excited to go to both tournaments, and we're excited to play this game today. So if you are a non-competitive player and just watching like watching fluffy games or not super cutthroat games, maybe this game isn't for you to watch. If you want to learn something about your armies or watch two competitive armies play, maybe a good game. Hopefully it'll be fun. We are doing ETC Mission 3 because this is for our ETC style tournament. Again, Can Hammer team tournament, which is sold out, looking to be fun. 110 players. I think it's 22 teams of 5 players, a lot of people on there, so we're excited for that. And finally, one more quick shout out. The Capital City Bloodbath is announced August, I think 3rd weekend of August, and link description below. The guys at Canberra always put on a great Capital City Bloodbath. This will be our 3rd year in a row, and we're excited for that. Stay tuned for the army previews. And for 2,000 points. So we watched UFC yesterday, got a little Bruce Buffer in my head. 2,000 points of Daemons of Nergal. Mostly Nergal, I should say. There's a little bit of corn in there. Let's get started. So for my list, now this is an ETC style list. And the biggest thing about ETC style list making is that you cannot have 2 of the same detachments in your army. Which means instead of having a 3-battalion list, which I would normally have in a regular ITC style list or regular list with this army, I do not. So had to change it a bit, but that is all fine because I still got what I wanted in it. Just got less command points than I would like, but Demons aren't that heavy on command point reliant as some other armies. However, they do have some good stratagems. Let's start off. I do have a Supreme Command 3 Nergal Demon Princess, Olive Wings, and Malefic Talons. And then let's go to my battalion, where I have 6 squads of Nerglings, 3-man strong, and then 3 more Nergal Demon Princes. Now, one Nergal Demon Prince has a Talon, and that's also my Warlord, who's going to have the Warlord trait of, if I could find it right here, Plaguefly Hive, which means within 7 inches, you're -1 to shoot at me. And he is, other than that, just that. I got 2 of Swords, and my Warlord, and I forgot to mention, my Warlord and this guy with the sword both have Warp Bolters. So that is my Nergal side of my army, a battalion, and a Supreme Command, which will give me 4 extra command points, putting me at 7 command points total, because unfortunately for my Khorne, I just have a patrol. For my Khorne, leading the pack in my Khorne is a Khorne Demon Prince with the wings, of course, and as well the Relic Skull Reaver Axe. So there's where my Relic is. And then I also have a Bloodmaster on foot. In there I got a 30-man Bloodletter squad, full command, and then something new to my list that I put in last minute and I can't change it. So if you guys don't like it, which most people probably won't like it, but I wanted to try out, I got a Skull Cannon to have maybe just that lucky shot that I'm going to try to get off in the game. So that is total 2,000 points of what I think mono demons, which means I didn't add any mortal Chaos Space Marines to the list, which would make it probably more competitive. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to stick mono demons. So 2,000 points, mono demons, ETC style competitive list. Okay, Corey, what do we got here in this dirty Imperial mashup list?
This mashup starts with the Airwing. In the back, 4 Dark Talons.
4 Dark Talons, of course, and those are the competitive loadouts. What do you got on them?
Well, standard loadout. They come with the Rift Cannon, Hurricane Bolters, and a Stasis Bomb.
Nice.
Ability to hover, ability to use the Strafing Run for non-flying units. Won't help much today, but it does against most lists.
Nice.
In front of them, we got an Outrider, Shield Captain with 3 units of bikes.
Sweet.
All the Praetors have Hurricane Bolters.
Okay.
Standard. The blue one is going to be my stand-in for Samael while he's getting commissioned. He's going to be helping out the Dark Talons with rerolling all hits. Also, he's got some great rules in shooting as well. Plasma Cannon, 2 Storm Bolters, Sword of the Raven. And then you have your... well, he fills the battalion with the Company Commander, Primaris Psyker, and the standard 3 units of Guard.
Nice. And we forgot to mention your Dawn Eagle jet bike, and that's in obviously your Outrider detachment, right?
Yes.
And does he have the relic on him?
He does. I spent a command point, give him the Orc Achilles, 3-up invul, re-rolling. His charges, and the commander is the farm one with the Grand Strategist and the Kurav Zakilla. He's going to stand in as the Warlord.
Of course, the standard soup guard stuff. Awesome. So that is 2,000 point competitive Imperial soup mashup. Let's come back, look at the table and the mission. And for the mission and table, the mission we are playing is ETC Mission 3. Now, if you're unfamiliar with the ETC missions, what they do is they combine Eternal War and Maelstrom of War missions together to make it some sort of interesting game. As well, they do combine a kill point differential at the end of the game. So the Eternal War mission we are playing is Scorched Earth, and in Scorched Earth, every objective, if you control it, is worth 1 point to you at the end of each of your turn, which is really good for GW, introducing progressive scoring into Eternal War. A lot of players were happy with that. And the Maelstrom of War mission we're playing is Tactical Escalation. You start on turn 1 with 1 card. You can go to turn 2 to go to 2 cards. Same thing. And with Tactical Escalation, you need to choose your tactical priority, and that is choose what type of card you want to. If you score objective-wise, you score that card, you get an additional point. So I am choosing for that one the Capture and Control, which is a secure objective. And you, Corey, what are you choosing?
Taking the Purge cards.
The Purge card, which is kill my units. So this is the table. This mission is predetermined. It's not random deployment. So this is the Dawn of War deployment. And I have, let's just go through we got 1 objective here behind this piece of terrain. We got 1 objective here in this room. We got 3 right there. And where else are there? I know we got 1 on the other side of the center. Oh, 1 right here as well. And we got 1 over here in these, and 1 over there in that rune right there. And the deployment is finished. We'll quickly go over the Nergal demon deployment. I should say demon deployment. We got a squad of Nergling here, 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 and there. Over here holding this objective, we have a skull cannon. And then we got 2 more squads of Nergling there, just so, because you know Dark Talons move pretty quick. Dark Shot Bombers, they're called Dark Talons, right? Yeah, they move pretty quick, so they could shoot my Demon Princess, so we tried to do some bubble wrapping around my Demon Princess to stop a few of them shooting. So that's what those guys are there for. We got my Demon Princess right there, and in the warp we have a 30-man Bloodletter squad and a Blood Master, which did cost me 3 command points. I also spent 1 command point to give my Bloodletter bomb, the Banner of Blood, over to Corey's deployment. He has some nice screens up front of guard. So 3 10-man guard squad up front. With that, we have 4 Dark Talons in the back. So pretty standard deployment. 1, 2, 3 jet bike squads. And then we have Samael, the captain on Dawn Eagle jet bike there, and Primaris Psyker and captain and the runes right there. So Corey did finish deploying first, which means he did get +1. Let's roll off on camera to see who gets to go first. And I don't have a die. My dice are right there. You guys are going to see the basement right now. Look at that. Lovely basement we got going on here. So roll off to see who goes first. Corey gets +1. You have to beat my 6. And you got a 3, which means I will be going first. Will you like to attempt to seize the initiative, sir?
You can have it.
Giving me first turn. So we'll be back after the movement phase. And for turn 1 objectives, defend objective 5. And objective 5 is right here. And the movement phase for the demons. So first of all, these guys moved up a bit here, still holding. Sorry, let me get a better shot. These guys moved up here, still holding this objective, but doing some sort of bubble wrap for them as well. These guys are on bubble wrap duty. He stayed put because he is a 36-inch shot. Can do whatever he wants. He just moved, and the warlord just moved, just so they can shoot their warp bolters, and the other 5 demon princes advanced. Other than that, Nerglings moved up here. These guys advanced just for positioning. Actually, I didn't even need to advance those guys because it was pointless. And as well as these guys advanced, these Nerglings. And then I got a long line. Oh, and these guys moved up right here. And then I got a long line of Bloodletters here. I decided to bring the Bloodletters in this turn. I guaranteed we'll be able to kill the Guardsman squad. Now the only thing is I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get the points back. But I will be able to blow up his 2 objectives on his side. So hopefully that'll gain me some points there. But that is the movement phase. On to the demons. Probably favorite phase is Psychic phase. Even though Psychic isn't as prevalent in this edition as it was in last edition. However, it's still pretty fun. So we'll move on to that. We did the shooting and the Psychic phase all together. The Psychic phase, we got Virtue and the Blessing on this guy right here. We got Miasma of Pestilent on my Warlord right in there. Other than that, we did 1 smite successfully out of the other 4. And we killed 2 guys right there. Shooting the Warp Bolters from the 2 Demon Princes. Shot and killed another 2 dudes. And the Skull Cannon shot and did 2 wounds to that Jet Bike Custodian squad. So that is the shooting and the Psychic. On to the charge. We'll see you after the fight and charge phase. Assault phase. Nothing much happened. My Nergling, well, I can't say nothing much happened, but my Nerglings charged in there, and my Bloodletter Bomb charged in, and they actually took 5 casualties on the charge as well. He did do no wounds over here, but he did do 2 wounds to those Nerglings who failed the charge over there. My Bloodletters lost 5 in Overwatch on the 3 guard squads. However, I did charge in, and I killed every single one of his remaining guardsmen. And I'm holding these 2 objectives now. This one right here.
Yeah, you rolled morale.
And this one. And I did roll my morale test on my Bloodletter squad, Rolled a 1, which means I automatically pass, and got 6 guys back. So I am back to full strength at 30. Other than that, we go to point scoring. I'm going to blow up this objective with the, I'm going to raise this objective with the mission. With ETC ruling, I automatically score 2 points to that. I will do the same with this one. I will score another 2 points to that. I will score 3 points, 4 points, 5 points, 6 points, plus first blood. So that's actually, sorry, 2, 4, plus another 4 is 8, 10 points, turn 1. 11 points, turn 1, sorry. Is that my math right on that? No, 9 points. Turn 1, because that's 2, 4 more objectives, 6. First blood, 7. But these are 2, 4, 8 points. Kill points. Oh no, kill points at the end. So we'll explain at the end how kill points differential work, but it's basically at the end how that works. And I'm bad at math, so let me just count this again. 4, 8, 9 points, turn 1. Corey will be going to turn 1. I will keep or toss defend objective 5. Now this guy's not hard to kill, but if Corey tries to kill this, he's not poking to focus to my demon princess, which he needs to do. So we're gonna get ballsy and we're gonna try to keep defend objective 5, which is probably a poor choice, but 9 points turn 1 is nothing to laugh at. So we'll go on to turn 1 for Imperial Soup. And for the movement phase, so Corey, we are playing Tactical Exhalation. His first card he drew wasn't this card, it was one of the specific ones for Custodes, and that one was have no enemy units within 3 inches of your Custodes unit at the end of the turn. You score a point. He didn't want to do that because his original plan was to try to kill my Demon Prince by assaulting them. I'll show you why that changed in a second. So he spent a command point because Custodes get minus, does only cost 1 command point instead of 2 to change that. So that's what he did, and he drew Domination, which was 100% worse than that one. So Corey then decided, after looking at my board and me getting 9 points turn 1, that there's no way he can beat me in points. So he went for the castle, and this is a big castle. Nothing advanced, everything just moved. So that's what he did. So if he would have kept the original one he had, he would have got it, because that, well, if he kills all my bloodletters, of course, which he should. So here is his placement after his movement. Self-explanatory, 2 squads of bikes. We got the shield captain, 4 dark talons with Samuel hiding down here, and of course the other squad of bikes. So that was the movement. Onto the psychic and the shooting phase, because he only has 1 psyker and it is only a Primaris psyker, so it's not like I can worry about much there. So we'll be back after that. And the shooting phase. 3 Dark Talons and Samuel cleared the Bloodletter squad. I did spend 2 command points to give him an extra invul, so they did go up to 4+ invul, so which was good because it took Dark Talon shots. So I'm down to 1 command point left. And then we lost the squad of Nerglings here from all the other shooting, and we lost 1.1 Nerglings here with all the other shooting, and my Bloodmaster. So that was the total of his turn. He's not charging. He tosses 1 objective, so he has no objective cards left, and I scored defend objective 5, so I go up to 11 points. We'll go into Demons turn 2, and that will be overwhelming firepower and defend objective 1. Onto movement phase. Movement phase. Nerglings moved in advanced. Nerglings moved in advanced. Demon Prince, everybody moved here. Move. As well, moved in advance these Nerglings. Everybody else moved. And yeah, so that's where that is. He stayed put because he wants to take a shot. And the squad of Nerglings that was behind this arch is hiding behind that cover to hopefully, if I get tabled, they live. One man can hope, right? So we'll go on to the Psychic and the Shooting phase. Psychic and Shooting phase. So I first attempted to do the important ones. He has Miasma Plus and a Virtual Blessing. -1 to shoot it, hit me. And I also get +1 to my wounds, which is good. He's at a 6-inch charge from these guys. And we go over here, that's the 2 powers, and the other 4 smites went into the squad right here that had 2 wounds. With the combined, the smites did a total of 5 wounds to you, or 6 wounds to you?
Exactly enough. Kill 2.
Yeah, well no, smites did exactly enough to bring one guy to 1 wound, and the Skull Cannon finished the guy off. Actually no, Skull Cannon failed to do anything. the warp bolt just finished the guy off. So I killed 2 guys from this squad in the shooting and the psychic phase, onto the charging phase, hoping for some big things in this turn. And the charge phase, pretty good phase for me. Of course, he made it in. However, Corey he used the command point stratagem to give his bikers +1 to hit in the Overwatch phase. So he rolled some outstanding dice, did 9 wounds to me total, and I passed with my saves. I took 4 wounds, so my buff guy is down to 4 wounds left. I made an outstanding charge, 11-inch charge, what I needed with my Khorne Demon Prince. He made it in. However, Corey did use his 3 command point stratagem to countercharge me, and he made it into my Khorne Demon Prince. Other than that, I did pull off a 9-inch charge to get into the single biker with that Demon Prince. I'm excited to see what happens here. I got to play it right, so we'll be back after the assault phase. Now let's talk about this assault phase. So we'll start off over here. Now I was hyped. Let's just say that I was excited. I got my Skull Taker Skull Taker Demon Prince of Khorne in, and boy, hit 5 times, wound 5 times. I didn't get a 6, so I didn't do any mortal wounds. And what does Corey do?
Rolls like crazy.
Rolls 5 4 pluses, d6 damage on 5 attacks, rolls 5 4 pluses. He lives. He countercharged me, which means he then killed me because, you know,
Activated this unit.
oh, he activated this unit first and only did 1 damage there, which I can live with. I cannot live with that. That I cannot live with. Not fair. I should have killed 2. But no, 5 4 pluses. It's a dice game. He, however, did amazing and killed 2 bikes due to Miasma of Pestilence. And over here, what do? Oh, I do 5 wounds to him. What does he do? No, I did 6 wounds to you. Rolls 5 4 pluses, and that guy's alive with 2 wounds. I'm not salty. Not at all. Ah! I needed that.
I think I need to plug GW dice.
GW.
Custodian dice.
Yeah, Custodian's dice. Not fair. Anyways, it was an interesting turn. Other than that, so he killed the Demon Prince. I killed that full squad. Killed 2 from here. I killed 2 from there and 2 from there only. So I killed 4 jet bikes on my turn. Not what I needed to do on my turn. We'll go into Custodian's turn 2. Points wise, I do not get any points. I will discard Overwhelming Firepower, and I'll keep Defend Objective 1. I didn't even realize, am I still holding Objective? I still am holding Objective 1 right there. We will go into Custodies, turn 2. And movement phase, just for his cards, he's got Secure Objective 2, which is right here, and Supremacy, which is hold 3 objectives. Movement phase, these 2 flyers moved right here. They're going to... Oh, they didn't move. They chose not to move. They're going to try to snipe out some dudes. Other than that, the bikes and the other Dark Talents are swarming my Demon Princes. I don't want to go to the next phase. We should just skip it and actually just go back to my turn. Hopefully, I roll saves like you do. Don't think it's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll see back in a bit. And the shooting phase. I kind of liked it. It could have went better for me. No, it was really good. Corey, let's do Psychic Phase. Corey did 1 wound to my 1 Demon Prince there. I was left with 3 wounds, so brought him down to 2. Other than that, the shooting phase, I made some outrageous saves, as Corey did in his turn. Corey did with every single shot in his army, which, folks, is a lot of shots when he has this many bikes and Dark Talents and Samuel. He did a total of 4 wounds.
Yeah, like 95 wounds. He rolled crazy 3-ups.
Yeah, I rolled good 3-ups, but it's not as good as you rolling 4-ups. Just saying. Anyways, I lost this Demon Prince. I was down 3 wounds. And this guy that was at 6 wounds. Oh no, you did some more. You did more than 3 because you did some good damage to him in shooting. He's down to 1 wound from 6 in the shooting. So, but other than that, I can live with that. We will go to the charge and the assault phase. And the assault phase. So his 3 guys charge my... His 3 guys and Samael charge my Warlord and managed to kill him, unfortunately. Hashtag sad face. His shield captain did manage to kill my 1 guy with a wound. I did get a heroic intervention though. Sorry, inspiring heroic intervention was right into his single guy with 2 wounds and put him in his grave.
You're down to 3.
But I took wounds in return there because he got to attack first. So that is that turn. Corey did score supremacy for how many points, Corey?
Is it D3?
D3. For 2. And secure objective 2. And at the end of right there
with my cat, with my Warlord,
with his Warlord, and he is holding 2 points right now. So we'll figure out the points and get back to you. 3? Oh, you are true. We'll get back to you with the point situation after, right now. So quick points tally, sorry about that. I'm currently at 17 points when I did score my defend objective 1 right here to Corey's 7 points. So we'll go into my turn. It's turn 3, so I draw 3 cards. We got mission critical objective. That's one where I roll a d6. I have to hold objective 5, so I'm just going to get that. It's only going to be worth 1 point. The Dominion of Chaos. Score d3 points if you control more objective than the opponent this turn. Okay. And Blood and Guts, which is also something possible. So those are all 3 good objectives. We will go into my movement phase. Movement phase, these Nerglings moved up, and we're going to try to lock up. Well, not lock up, but make them move to shoot. As well as these Nerglings, so they go to the shield captain. These Nerglings move back to hold its objective to get points. Other than that, this Demon Prince just moved back an inch to get out of dispel range of his Psyker, who's right behind there. Let's go ahead and go into the Psychic phase and the shooting phase. Psychic shooting phase. Well, rolled my first Psychic power, Psychic test, and got a perils on this guy. So we can't reroll that because I have no more command points, and he did 1 wound to himself after I rolled my disgusting resilience save. That's okay, I got this. Roll my second Psychic power. Well, he also perilled and did 3 to himself. Last guy, well, he decided he wants to do Psychic powers and did 1 damage. Over here, my Skull Cannon shot, long range, and did 1 damage total. Hit 3 attacks, hit twice, wound twice, Corey passed 1 of his saves, and my War Bolter did nada. That's okay. I'm Nergal, I assault. Let's assault, see what happens. And assault phase, it went okay, could have went a bit better. I did manage to kill the 3-man squad and bring this guy right here down to 1 wound. Other than that, Nerglings did nothing to him. He killed 2 Nerglings and he lived, so they did what I wanted to do. Let's go to the Pizzoints. And I score mission critical objective. I do score Blood and Guts, and Dominion Chaos I get D3 for
which?
1 point.
You don't have more than me.
I don't have more than you.
I got 3.
Well, why those guys? If I would have killed that guy right there, I would have had more than you.
Well, he was technically down there anyway.
Sorry?
He's technically down here.
No, but if I would have killed this guy, I would have had more than you.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
Yeah. But that is fine. So I got Dominion and Chaos. Might as well keep it as we go into turn 3 for you. And that'll put my points up to 1, 2, and I'm holding 1 objective, 2 objective, 3 objective, plus 5 points.
So you're at
23. And the movement phase. So all 4 flyers just moved a bit, just so and they're all on hover so they can shoot Demon Princes. Other than that, the captain and the other bike disengage from combat. Corey's objectives, I have to choose one of his objective and he has to score that one to get a point. Defend objective 6, and he got priority orders received. His captain, company commander has to kill something in the combat phase. Let's go to shooting and hopefully have Demon Princess left. And the shooting phase. So this squad of Nerglings died and I got 2 Demon Princes both on 1 wound there. Let's see what Corey can do in the assault phase. That's the end of the assault phase, and what an assault phase it was. Samuel failed to wound, well, he did 1 wound to one of my guys, but he passed a save, and they in turn punked Samuel back, which is amazing. I can live with that. He's no longer on this objective either because he moved Samuel on the bikes, which means Dominion of Chaos can be scored at the end of this turn. Doesn't say your turn, so I get D3 points of that. And that is 2 points of that. So that'll put me up to 24. And Corey, how many points did you score? You hold 2 objectives.
Yep.
Did you score any of your cards?
I don't think I hold 6. I think 6 is on your end.
Yeah.
So nope, no Blood and Guts.
Okay, so Corey scores 2 points.
5,
so
you picked.
Yeah, 24-9 going into turn 4 for the Demons. Nice. And for my turn, I got Cycle of Life, kill an infantry unit. If I kill an infantry unit with a Nergal, I get D3 instead of 1. Defend 2, secure 3, and secure 6. Movement phase, I move these Nerglings up to assault the hovering planes now, as well as that Nergling right there. These 2 just moved in ample distance to do smite against the one guy that's remaining there. Let's go to shooting and psychic phase. And the psychic phase smite killed the one biker that had 1 wound left, and then other than that we did attempt to cast Virtue and Blessing and failed, and this bad boy shot and did 3 wounds to this Dark Talon. Let's go to assault. And the combat phase, it was going good. I was happy. So Nergaling's charged this one and that one, so he couldn't overwatch my Demon Princess, which is good. Then my Demon Princess charge got one into here and one into the one up there, which is good. Kill the first one, it explodes, kills my 2 Demon Princes, and that was that. Yeah, so that was the end of the combat phase. The Nergaling just bounced off the tank. On the end of my turn, I will do secure objective 6. I currently hold 3 objectives, so that'll give me 4 points. And Cycle of Life, I will discard. Yeah, I'll discard Cycle of... Actually, not Cycle of Life. I'll discard Defend Objective 2. Where's 2 at?
I got it in mind.
No, I'll discard Defend Objective 2, putting me an extra 4 points. And we're going to Corey's turn 4. So, the movement phase, planes moved over here. These guys moved out of the deployment zone. The captain moved up. Corey has to kill 6, 7 models to win the game with the tabling. His objectives, he has to hold 3 objectives, have nothing in his deployment zone, defend objective 6, and I'm missing something.
I need objective 5 that you picked.
Oh, objective 5, which is right here.
And I need to advance in my deployment zone.
Which you did. So that is that. On to the shooting phase. So the end of Corey's turn 4, he killed the Skull Cannon, the 3 guys, and that was with the Dark Talons. He smited the single Nergaling off the board, and he failed to actually kill any of these guys in close combat, but did kill in the shooting. But that's all I got left. ETC does have tabling rules, so if you table, you get max points, which means Corey will definitely win this game. Good game, Corey. We'll be back with a post-game show. Hey guys, and thank you very much for watching another Basement Collective Battle Report. Corey, thank you for coming along and playing. It was a fun game.
It was good.
So that again was an ETC competitive practice game, so we do apologize I guess not in advance, because it's no longer in advance. After the fact, if you sat through the whole video, thank you very much for watching. And if you're into friendly games more often that aren't so cutthroat, we'll have those out for you very shortly. So the game itself, my thoughts, both lists are very, I wouldn't say very competitive. There are more competitive lists out there. However, they were pretty competitive. In an ETC setting, it's never 1v1, it's a team. So there's actually a lot of pairing against things. So my list does very well against Eldar, things like that. But against some things it doesn't. It could be the same for Corey's list. So in ETC, you can't just take a look at one list and say, well, that list is going to win the event, because it's not one list that wins the event. It's the team list in total. And we have a bunch of people on our team that have good lists, so hopefully we do good placings. That's proper English. Hopefully we place well. We're excited for the Can-Hammer Team Tournament, and that's going. But the game itself, there are some crazy rolls.
That was insane.
Insane rolls.
Insane rolls.
Especially the first time when I assaulted you, I got really good charges, and you got even better saves.
Even better saves.
And I think that turn is the turn. If I would have killed those 2 squads of jet bikes, it would have been a bit different, I think. But
I think when you came in, you committed heavy. I got lucky to have you where I wanted you. 18 Hurricane Bolters, I can kind of drive you back a bit. Yeah, the invulnerable saves on both ends.
Yeah, I wrote some really good saves too. At like 85, I failed 4 or something like that after discussing Rizzling. Anyways, it was a great game. You know, I did mess up one thing. I should have piled into your guys right there, and they wouldn't have been able to charge next turn and kill the Demon Prince. But that's why you practice before the tournament.
Yep.
Any thoughts on the game?
I thought it was good. I thought we played pretty quick, considering we had quite a bit of going on.
Yeah.
Did it in a little over 2.5 hours. So with filming and time. In general, I think both lists are going to be pretty competitive in either sense, especially when you could pick your list, right?
Exactly.
The team tournament thing, you can kind of have a little bit more freedom in what you're playing.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's good. I look forward to more games and more Battle Reports content coming out from you guys.
Thank you, Corey. So yeah, again, always leave questions and comments on the list, what you thought about the list, what we did in the game. If you saw we got any rules wrong, we definitely want to make sure we get them right in the future. As well, the video quality. If you have any suggestions to help us improve the video quality, let us know. We're trying to make the best battle report for our viewers, the great viewers like you. A quick other thing, make sure you go check out a few videos ago. the Basement Collective 5,000 subscriber giveaway. We haven't hit 5,000 yet. We're hopefully doing it soon. So make sure you go check that out. Leave a comment. Go to our Facebook where we have another giveaway for Elric's Hobbies bases. All you have to do is tag a friend in that to get that and win yourself some of his brand new bases. Thank you to all our sponsors we used today. Hot Dice Miniatures with the sweet mat, Frontline Gaming with the sweet ruins. I gotta tell you, not Frontline Gaming, sorry, Greenleaf Terrain. I have no idea why I said Frontline Gaming, but Greenleaf Terrain with the sweet desert terrain. We brought this to probably 3 tournaments now, and every single tournament, everybody's always said it's a favorite table, and it's one of our favorite tables, so make sure you check Adam out. Other than that, guys, thank you very much for watching another Basement Collective Battle Report, and keep on wargaming.